today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a three-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans, and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 46.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
21-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Cousins pass.
Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Watch the pass.
After After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He finds some open field here, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, 27 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
On the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
43-yard line.
2nd and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Play fake. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Throwing, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Cousins pass.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike 54. Hey, take that. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shit. Hey, wait. Under 10. Get out.
Play action. Ryan. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 3-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown!
A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons will extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Tyler Davison. Matt Ryan sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. He's going to let it go again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
A fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Falcons.
To throw again is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Intended for
Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Cousins again. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And he fires one incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Falcons.
We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. He'll dump this off to Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And a Viking.
He gets it left side to Johnson.
Cousins pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
Take over.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.